Hi, my name is Shannon Percy, and I brought my dog along with me for the video because I get kind of shy in front of cameras, so he's my moral support today. I'm making this video submission basically to show my story, but to really connect with people. I believe we all have a chance in life to tell our story, and hopefully our experiences through life have, even the negative ones, have made something positive from it. I really believe that everything that I have been through in life, I've been through for a reason. I think the main reason is to help people. I don't know where that is for me yet. I can be honest and say I don't know how I'm going to help people through my experiences, but I know I can. I literally, the last 3 years have been very hard. I went through bilateral hip surgery, and under a 2-year span, fitness has been my life. I also don't drink, and I stay away from it because of, it runs in my family, and addiction, and I have a sister that's an addict, and I've seen what it does to people's lives, and for me, I stepped back from it, and I changed my lifestyle completely, and I found fitness, and fitness really took off for me. Like, it was something I connected with. I had this amazing feeling. I found a confidence that I never knew that I had inside. And it was incredible. I haven't drank for over 7 years, just by choice. I feel better, I function better, I know I'm doing my part to stay on a track that is extremely positive. And when you stay on a track that's extremely positive, it falls over into your life in other ways. So for me, it was just a choice, and the best choice that I have made for myself. So anyway, going back to fitness, I fell into fitness, and it was something that I just connected with on this level that was incredible. I felt confidence, I felt strong, I held myself a different way. Before, I would always kind of hold myself in a way where I only felt good if I had my hair done and my makeup, and I was around certain people, and I lived this lifestyle that was very image focused. And when I stopped that and I had this inner strength that came from me, it was incredible. I can't tell how much it changed my life. It gave me structure. It made me interact differently. I had this where I'm 6 foot, so I can tend to hunch over. But I had this new gain of confidence in my body structure, and not just because I physically looked a certain way, it came from inside. So having said that, I ended up going down a road where I fell into CrossFit and then powerlifting, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. My body didn't, though. So basically, I had complications with my hip, and I found out that I was going to need hip surgery for it. And so I had hip surgery. It was almost 3 years ago, and it changed me a lot. I had to slow down. I didn't know what my fitness outlet was going to be anymore because it was taken away from me. It was a really dark place for me. I knew how to overcome everything in my life through my outlet, and that was fitness. So when you're immobile and you can't walk, and you really have to sit with yourself, and that can be a scary thing for some people, especially if you're always on the go and you're ready and you live an active lifestyle. So I got through my first hip surgery. I had to from the surgery, I had 98% paralysis in my leg, and I had to relearn how to walk, do the simple things, the small things in life, like try to get in the shower, try to go to the bathroom. I contemplated like peeing in a water bottle at one point because I didn't want to get out of bed. And it was a very incredible experience. It changed me. It changed me forever. So with that, a year went on, and I knew I wanted to try to do bodybuilding, and I knew I couldn't go back to powerlifting. My body wasn't going to be able to handle it. So I fell into bodybuilding. I trained for a year and a half, and 2 months before my competition, my other hip went out. So I had to have open hip surgery, and I had a vascular necrosis. They drilled holes in my femur and repaired all the damage. Again, I was set back and put on crutches for a month. I couldn't walk. Had to go and relearn how to walk again. Everything like that. Through all of this, I had a lot of inflammation in my body. I found out before my first hip surgery that I had celiac disease. So I not only had to change everything physically for myself, I had to change what I was putting into my body as well, which was really hard because food can be social, food can be emotional. It was extremely hard to cut a lot of things out of my diet. You go to restaurants and you can't eat certain things, you have to say no to things, so I avoided gluten, dairy, and soy. So permanently I've been gluten-free for about over 3 years now. It's completely changed my life. I know through diet, food can be medicine. If I eat the wrong thing, if I eat any kind of wheat or anything with that in it, I bloat out and I look like I'm pregnant. So it gets really rock hard. It's unbelievable. People are like, holy crap, and they tap on me and I'm like a science project, a walking science project. So it was really hard getting through those things. I didn't know why I was getting through any of them. I feel like I've had a lot of things in life kick me down, but you can't stay down. That's the one thing that I've learned in life. You can have the most incredible support system around you. You're going to be the one that's going to have to pick yourself up off the ground. That's why I think through my experiences of going through bilateral hip surgeries and learning all this stuff about myself when I physically couldn't even walk anymore, that I was stuck with myself. And it can be very uncomfortable, especially, I'm sober and I don't eat certain things, so you can't just emotionally eat whatever's around you either. You're just like, holy crap. And so, I learned a lot about myself and about my life and wondered why I had to go through all these things in my life. Did a lot of comparing. Like, why doesn't this person do it? Well, this person can work out, but they don't want to. They don't appreciate it. So why did I have to go through all of it? It has been over 3 years now, and I just had my last open hip surgery, about 6 months ago. I am on the path of recovery. I am putting in the work. Nobody else can for you. Just the other day, I was able to put a barbell on my back again. For me, I never thought that was really going to happen. I knew I had limitations, and they were real limitations that my body cannot handle. Putting a barbell on my back and not giving up and just saying, okay, fitness wasn't for me. It's clearly not working out. I've gone through these surgeries. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I just need to stop it. But that was never in me. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way. So I really want to show people that once you give up, then it's gone. You know, you're capable of creating so many things in life, and you create the things around you, and all it takes is patience, which I had to learn, which is huge for me because I'm very black and white. Like, I'm in or out and go, go, go. But if you really slow down and you learn patience and take the long road around, you're gonna get to where you want to get. I don't know if my story is inspiring to anybody else. I know what has helped me is reading other people's stories about what they've been through. That has helped me. The days that I'm very discouraged and I don't think I'm going to get through the day, and I don't know how to get through the day, and you need to relate to people on a certain level. And I know these things happen to me for a reason. It is to share. I don't know how I'm going to share yet. Winning $50,000 in the athlete search, yeah, that's incredible to win the money, but it's not about that. It's about reaching as many people as you possibly can. Because everybody has their days where they don't think they're going to be able to do it, but you're a lot stronger than you really are. I've learned that, and you just keep going. That is my motto for life, is just keep going. Like, that's all you can do, and you can't focus on what you don't have and what's not around you. You have to focus on the things that are getting you to where you need to be. So after this whole ordeal had happened to me with my hips over the last 3 years and having celiac disease, I finally was sent out to a rheumatologist, and this was about a month ago. And we finally got to the root of why I went through all of this, and I have a possible torn labrum in my shoulder, which I'm going to physical therapy for, which he is amazing. I love it, thank God. But we finally got to the root of why I have all these issues, and I have a syndrome called hypermobility syndrome. I'm freakishly flexible. Like, who knew? Like, I thought I was normal. I guess you don't know what abnormal is when you just are the way that you are and you can do that. Like, I thought that was normal, to be able to touch your finger to your wrist. I had no clue. So we did these mobility tests, and everything makes sense to me now, and I finally have an answer after 3 years of what I was going through, because nobody knows what you feel. You're the only one, and it can be very frustrating when you feel a certain way and you don't know why. You don't know why. And my whole experience has given, I get emotional, sorry. My whole experience has given a whole new sympathetic outlook to people, and anybody that's going through anything physically, like any kind of pain, limitations, disabilities, I feel for them. I do. It's completely changed my life on knowing what that's like. I'm fortunate enough to have something that I can build back. I just have to be extremely careful about how I build back, because I lack collagen in my connective tissue, and that's reasons why I've had these surgeries. There's people out there that can't, and it breaks my heart, because 3 years is only 3 years of my life, but somebody might be out there with their whole life going through things that they can't understand or diagnose. So my hope in life is to really help people on whatever label way it might be. I don't know what it is, but I know by having recognition through a company that their morals are so incredible, and like a family is enough structure to reach out to somebody and make a difference. Being part of something that's bigger than yourself. We're only specks on this huge planet, and I'm only one tiny story of a million other stories out there. And if I can have the connection and the right tools to help somebody, then I've done what I've done in this life with meaning. I feel like it's extremely important to find where you belong, and not for the image part of it. Clearly, I don't know how to make a proper YouTube video that's fancy, or me lifting weights or working out and looking really, dialed in. That's a nice part of social media, but at the same time, that's not why I'm here making this video. I'm here to represent who I am and myself, and what I've gone through, and how I can possibly affect somebody else's life. I know, like I said, winning the $50,000 would be incredible. Who doesn't want $50,000? You'd have to be crazy to just say, okay, yeah, I'm good. I don't really need the $50,000. But it's not about that. I mean, I would be excited to be part of the family, or belong, even as a representative, an ambassador. I don't really know yet, I just know if there is a way to reach mass amount of people through an amazing company, I'm in. So I'm in all the way. So why things happen to us, I don't know. Only thing that I can gather from it is I opened my eyes to a lot of things around me because of my experiences, and I never gave up. I never said, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to drinking, not taking care of myself. I'm gonna go and just eat whatever I want, even though it makes me sick. I don't want to give up food. I don't want to give up restrictions. I don't want to have restrictions. I don't want to do this. I don't want to put in the work for it. I really don't. And who cares if I get a barbell on my back again ever? I don't need to. I could have laid down so many times in my life, and I did, but I got back up, and I made sure that I had the right goals in mind and the right sense of strength. Before all this happened to me, I had this confidence that came from lifting and being strong and physically. But I had mental strength, but not on this level. And it's a whole new world for me. So that is my little story. And my dog is snoring now. So I'm just here to live this life as much as I can, to whatever level I can. And if I can reach out and be productive in some kind of structure, then I'm all for it. I really believe that we don't know what life is about. We don't. We just have experiences, and we try to go explain them and learn from them. And all I can say in this life is that I learned, and I kept notes, and I kept going, and I want to share. So what we go through in life, if we don't share it, if we don't help, what was the point of going through it? What was the point of having all the pain and all the suffering and all the depression and picking yourself up? Was it just for your own good and that's it? Is that where it ended for me? Is that why I went through everything that I did? Just to go, okay, yeah, that was done, and now I'm done. I don't think so. I think I was put in all of these positions for a reason, and the reason is to learn and to share. And I hope I'm doing my job. And I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity, even for these submission videos. I'm sure there's amazing people with amazing stories and trials and journeys and hurdles and obstacles that they've gone through, and I'm just a little speck in the world, but little specks add up to huge, beautiful portraits and pictures, and we're all part of it. So thank you for listening to me, and thanks for having my BFF sit with me too. All right, thank you. Bye.